Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Ganapathy. I am a neurosurgeon. I still am a neurosurgeon. Though 10 years ago I got bitten by the IT bug, as they call it. And for the last 10, 11 years, I have been working very passionately in the field of telemedicine and telehealth. I probably spend about 60% of my time in telemedicine and 40% of my time in neurosurgery. I am at the Apollo Hospitals and I head the telemedicine foundation for the Apollo Hospitals. Why is it, as an outsider, not as an insurance specialist, but as an outsider, why do I think that insurance, whether you call it micro health or whether you call it health insurance, whatever you call it, is the simple reason until very recently or not even now, we still have absolutely no data whatsoever on the incidence, prevalence of secondary and tertiary diseases in the country. Well, we know everything about, quite a bit about infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate and so on. I am a neurosurgeon, but I have no idea of the incidence and prevalence of brain tumors in this country. I have no idea on the actuarial risk which the people sitting in this audience, what is the risk of you having a heart attack, what is the risk of my developing diabetes, etc., etc., etc. Indian statistics. We have just been extrapolating the West. Now, again, we are all familiar with this statement repeated ad nauseum that 80% of India, 750 million Indians, have no direct physical access to specialists and super specialists. People like me just love talking, and whatever the government says, there is no way me or my colleagues are going to settle down even in tier 2 cities for the simple reason, what am I going to do without an MRI, without a cath lab, etc., etc. Infrastructure in the next 100 years is never ever going to happen in the tier 2 cities, forget the towns and villages. India is a paradox. On the one hand, we say that we are a developing country, we are a third world country. On the other hand, we can plant a flag on the moon, totally indigenous, developed by our own scientists. Today, we have at least 150,000 people coming from all over the world to India. We had an American who had a heart transplant, a liver transplant done at the Apollo Hospitals, and certainly the healthcare in India is not equal to Johns Hopkins or Mayo Clinic. Outcome studies have shown that it is slightly better, and the fact is that we do it for 20% of the cost. But then these 150 centers of excellence are too far between. There is no way that 750 million Indians ever are going to have access to this sort of care. At the same time, every second we are selling 50 mobile phones. The tele-density of India, according to TRAI last week, has touched a staggering figure of 810 million. 810 million mobile phones. And in the next 5 years, it is foreseen that people are going to access the internet through wireless smartphones rather than through wired phones. So why can't we make use of this technology to provide point of diagnostic care for the people? Now, here again you can see delivering healthcare in the most appropriate place is not the hospital. In the 21st century, in fact, I happened to listen to a talk by the Swedish Minister for Health at Karolinska 2 years ago, and he said that the government of Sweden has taken a cabinet decision that they are not going to build any more hospitals from the year 2015. We have to get away from the idea that healthcare is equal to hospitals, healthcare is equal to doctors. The word I like very much is DIY, do it yourself. When the railways ask me to print my own train ticket, when the airlines ask me to do that, when the banks ask me to take my own statement, why can't a person take a much more active part in his own healthcare, take his own blood pressure, take his own blood sugar, and so on, and have advice given from a distant end? Providing good healthcare with less highly trained staff, I think that is the most important thing. You do not require a qualified MBBS to deliver good healthcare. You must be able to deliver good healthcare with a much less formally trained person. Again, video conferencing facilities are available, and with the availability of 3G, it should theoretically be possible in the next couple of years to be able to give hundreds of wellness